Thanks for staying with us on this edition of the High School Sports Insider. Each week, in conjunction with the Ohio Lottery Partners in Education program, we recognize role model students from all across Ohio. Students like St. Ed's Kyle Tomshack. Kyle was part of the Eagles' last 2 state football championships, where he starred on the offensive line. But he's more proud of the work he's doing in the classroom. Kyle is among the top students in his class academically, with his sights set on becoming an engineer. We salute Kyle Tomshack, this week's Ohio Lottery Partners in Education Shining Star. Look at Kyle Tomshack and it's easy to see the 6'3", 300-pound star offensive lineman who helped lead St. Ed's to back-to-back state football titles. Talk to Kyle Tomshack and you quickly realize he's a smart guy.
Both my parents are public school teachers, so it's always been the academics first. They've always emphasized that. My dad always used to like to say, it's student-athlete for a reason, not athlete-student.
Tomshack has been accepted to MIT and several other elite academic institutions where he plans on majoring in engineering.
I've been looking at chemical engineering because I've liked chemistry and I'm very good at it. And I've also been looking at biomedical engineering because I like the medical side of it and being able to, come up with new equipment for helping people.
Tomshack has a 4.5 GPA and scored a 34 on his ACTs. He's still not sure where he will attend college, but he's narrowed his choices down to schools where he would play football and those where he would not.
For schools that I was going to plan on playing football at, I wanted it to be a good football program, but then I also wanted it so that the coaches understood that academics came first to me. And then before any of that, actually, the school had to have a good engineering program and a good business program were the 2 major things.
On the football field, the offensive line, which Tomshack helped anchor, was one of the strengths of both of St. Ed's state championship teams. Tomshack realizes the position doesn't get a lot of love.
When it comes down to it, I remember one coach telling me when I was younger that the only person who will ever love you is your offensive line coach and your mother, because your girlfriend is wishing she was dating the quarterback and your dad wishes that you were the quarterback too.
Playing football at a program like St. Ed's requires a huge commitment from players. Time management is a key.
The way I've always done it is during school, as soon as a teacher hands out an assignment, you mark down when it's due, and I keep them in order on a list of which one do I have to get done first, second, third, and just move down the list when you've got time.
Tomshack has a special bond with his offensive line teammates in particular and the football team in general. He also finds that the mindset of football helped him excel in the classroom.
For me, obviously coming at it from a football player, I have always looked at academics as a competition. You want to be better than the guy next to you, and to do that you got to work harder than the guy next to you. Kyle was a really articulate and intelligent student athlete, exactly the type we're looking for. If you know someone we should feature, head to OhioLottery.com, click on the Sporting Education tab, and nominate them as an academic all-star. They could end up on the High School Sports Insider as one of our shining stars.